Hey everybody, Brad here. This is a video that I did not intend to make and really, frankly, did not want to make. But I need to throw this out there. There's a lot of friends of ours who are folks who make sure that you are prepared for the what if scenarios of life. When things go sideways, you know how to do emergency preparedness things, and they would use a term that, well, prepper. They'd use the term prepper. And I don't think it's a bad term. I think some people go a little bit extreme with it, but that's actually kind of where this dovetails right into that, is that we made a video, and I thought it was a tongue-in-cheek funny video, and I was like, zombie chocolate and blah blah blah. It was really about preparedness. It was, what if, a storm hits, or what if you lose your job, or what if this, or what if that, right? Well, I tongue-in-cheek named it something that sounded all, zombies, blah blah blah, they're coming, like, this is ridiculous. And it got very low views, and I thought, boy, that's bizarre, because we can track and see how many views you get for any video, and it was way less than half of normally what we get. And I thought, well, okay, not a big deal, because you hit some, you miss some, and people just weren't resonating with that one. And I didn't think anything about it till I saw a comment. Somebody had made a comment saying that the word prepper is now being flagged on Facebook as pay attention, and people are actually being sent out. I guess you would say, I guess it's a message it's a message on Facebook. They're beta testing a warning. And I wanted to show you this because I didn't believe it. And then I went and checked it out, and I found it on CNN. I found it on Reuters. I found it on several other websites, and it's being tested that people are going to be asked to rat out friends who they call themselves preppers, in the name of extremism. Oh, we're so concerned. We're so concerned. Yeah, why? Because some people have a garden. Oh, Brad, that cannot be possible. You're exaggerating. Oh, contraire, mon frère. Just wait. They're sending this out to gardening groups, canning groups, preservation groups, crafting groups. Oh, to make sure that you are not what they would call a prepper. I'm going to show you. Here you go. Okay, so this is, I'm hoping I'm showing this well enough. But this is where I Googled it, and it says, the actual message from them says, are you concerned that someone you know is becoming too prepared? We care about it. And they basically want you to rat them out. And then I thought, no way. And I started Googling. And then Facebook. This is Reuters. Reuters is it's a hub for several news sources to grab news. And they're echoing the same thing. And then check this out. Look at who this lady had, who she was grouped with. Canning, simple recipes, food gardening, preservation, crafting groups. They're sending this out all over to anybody who might be able to take care of yourself. In the name of extremism, we must protect people from extreme gardening. How dare you have too many tomatoes? No, you can't have too many tomatoes. You got to go get them from the box store like everybody else. How dare you know how to fix your clothing by needle and thread? Gah. How dare you know how to fix up your body without having to go to the hospital? Things are going to get weird, people, if they're not weird enough already, which is one of the reasons why we have jumped over to Patreon. Check it out. I'll get a little more in depth into where I think all this is going in the next few days. We've got a bunch of content over there. But I actually don't even think that's going to be enough. I really don't. I think that we are searching right now our own website where we can completely say what we want and nobody can shut it down, because that's what's happening. And here's the other side of this. And I apologize if the camera is shaking a little bit. My arm is at arm's length as far as I can get it. And it gets heavy, believe it or not, sticking your hand out there for 5 minutes. But the other side to this is, okay, if they're sending these warnings out there, which they are, what are they doing with the data? Okay, I have a friend who, oh my gracious, they know how to collect rainwater. Gasp! Oh my, the humanity! They can collect rainwater and feed their chickens. And what are they doing with the data? And why do they want it? It's a messed up situation, people. And so be aware, because things are going to get nuttier and nuttier, and maybe even write these things down. Keep them in your mind, because what happens is it never goes in big, gigantic leaps. It goes little by little by little. Things are eroded. Things are eroded. Things are eroded. And so we're going to do our best to try and figure out alternative sources of communication and keep on chugging along, because truthfully, I don't like telling you guys a problem without a solution. And here's the solution: community. It's very clear that the world is changing in very dramatic ways, where the things that used to be common sense are just not anymore. And people want, I wouldn't even say people want, I would say a large portion of the population is willing to trade off their personal freedoms in exchange for safety, or perceived safety. That would be the best way to put it. Well, for those who want to do things on our own and be left alone, and I want to garden, and I want to can, and I want to have my own animals, and I want to raise my own meat, and I want to raise my kids homeschool. I know, dirty word, right? I want to be able to teach them what I feel is important and not what the government says I have to. Well, that's bad. Well, build your community. That's the thing. Get to know the people around you, because just maybe we can build enough like-minded people around us that I've got your back, you've got my back, okay? All right. That just maybe we can find a way out of this mess. Anyway, you guys have an awesome and blessed day. Bye.